Hey you guys, it's Jessica. My username is JessiCakes. Today is December 27th, 2018, and I am here sitting on my couch with my little puppy. She's sleeping. Sweet girl. I am here to do a New Year's tag video. I was tagged by Mitchell in Minnesota. So I am going to do that, and I will tag Sleeve Girl 18 because she's always who I tag, and I like seeing her videos. So I will just get started. There are 12 questions. Number 1 is, if you had to choose one word to represent the year you had last year, what would it be? It would be new. Having a toddler, every single day is something new. She says a new word, she does something funny, everything is new. Brand new. I turned 30 this past year. I have a new, well, she's not a new baby, she's still pregnant, but a new pregnancy. My surgery was this year, so I went from the lap band to VSG, so that's new. I would say new. Number 2, what word would you choose to represent your goals for this coming year? I'm going to say grace. I think that having a new baby, you kind of have to take things with a grain of, you have to take things with stride and just kind of be forgiving to yourself and to other people, and, learn how to laugh at yourself, learn how to brush things off that aren't important, learn how to believe in yourself. And I would love, one of my goals is just to enjoy life and be grateful and graceful throughout it. So that, I think that is a good word for that. Having a new baby and a toddler. God. So if, yeah, I think I need that in my life. And then, sorry, I keep thinking of things to say, but I also think that the whole, my whole situation with having the surgery and being pregnant, and once I do have the baby, I do want to continue on with my weight loss journey, but I think I need to just be very careful about not obsessing over things, and just take things as they come, I guess. Okay. 3, how old will you turn this year? I will be 31 in August. Any travel plans? Well, we had tickets, plane tickets, to go to Italy before we found out we were pregnant. So no more Italy for us. But we will be going down to Santa Barbara for a week with my family for our wedding, so that'll be nice. And then probably go to Colorado to see my husband's family, and that's about it. It's hard to travel with a new baby. Number 5, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? So I wouldn't choose to do a big traveling thing in the next year, but in general, I'd love to go back to Italy. I lived there for a year. My husband lived there. We didn't know each other at the time. And I just would love to go back and experience that with him. I think it would be so much fun. There's lots of places I want to travel though. Number 6, if you could change any bad habit, what would it be? Mindless eating, or eating things that I don't 100% enjoy eating. I think to say that never to eat sugar again, or never to eat bread again, or never to eat all these things again that I actually really enjoy is just kind of silly. But what I hate doing is just wasting calories on food that isn't even that good and I'm not enjoying, or I'm not even thinking about it. So that is my bad habit that I'd like to change. 7, name a trend that you'd like to continue from last year into the upcoming year. I really liked Mitchell and Minnesota's answer to this. It's something similar as to what I would have said. But another trend that I really am liking to see is more in social media and media in general, like more body positivity, especially with women. I've noticed a lot of like more trendy plus size clothing, and I'm no longer in plus size clothing, but I just think it's really important for all women to feel good about themselves and empowered. And it doesn't take away from the fact that I really support and encourage people being healthy. It's just that not everyone is at that point. But that doesn't mean you should feel any less than good and amazing about yourself. So I love seeing in magazines different sized people being represented, and a lot on social media. It might just be who I follow, so I'm not really sure, but leaning away from this whole image of looking a certain part, and more focusing on health and just being a good person. So I like that trend, and I'd like it to continue. Number 8, what are the official colors of this year? Show us something you own with those colors. It's not really a color, but I was going to say diamonds because I was just looking at my ring. Here, I'll show it to you. Clear and shiny and sparkly and new and strong, and my new baby's birthstone is going to be a diamond. Diamonds are transparent. I'd like to be transparent this year. Sometimes there's flaws in diamonds, but it's always beautiful anyway. Yeah, that's my answer. Number 9, what change would you like to see made to your home? Oh, I'd like to see lots of changes, but none of the changes are, in the very near future. I'd like to maybe work on, it's not that I'd like to work on keeping my house cleaner or more organized. It's like, I'd like to work on time management so that I feel like I can do those things easier. But that's not really, cleaning my house and having a perfect spick and span house is not in my priorities right now. My priorities is to work, make some money, pay the bills, be a good mom, spend time with my husband, who I never get to see, and spend time with my babies. So the house is like last on the list of things. But I do have dreams for this house. I'd love to do like, not a full second story, but I'd love to do a second story like master suite. And then right now it's 3 bedrooms, but it originally was 4 bedrooms, but our master bedroom is like gigantic. So what I'd really like to do is do a second story with a master suite, like a little office, bedroom, and a nice fancy bathroom, a walk-in closet, and then split the bedroom down here into 2 so that it's actually 4 bedrooms on the bottom. But that is all dreaming, and I have no idea if I'm ever going to be able to afford that. But if you can't dream about things, they will never even come to fruition. So I can still talk about it. What is your New Year's resolution? I don't call them resolutions, but I do have goals for this year. One goal is 12 books a year, which has been one of my goals every year for the past like 5 years. This year I made it to 10 and a half, so pretty close. But yeah, 12 books. I am going to, I have a goal of breastfeeding for at least a year once the baby's born. So my goal for that is to, focus on hydration, focus on getting proper nutrition. It's interesting with weight loss and weight loss surgery and breastfeeding because it's kind of counterintuitive. You burn a ton of calories when you breastfeed, but you also have a lot of hormones, and you are hungry constantly, and you actually, what you eat affects the amount of milk you make and how much you drink, and so it's kind of complicated, but that is my priority because it's something that I want to do. So, focus on that, and hopefully I will still lose weight in conjunction with that, but that's, breastfeeding my child is my priority still. And then getting a good pumping schedule and all that fun stuff. What's another goal? Oh, work out. I want to continue working out and making it a habit. Whether I'm losing weight or not, I don't want that to be a factor. I want the fact that I enjoy working out. It's a good stress reliever. It helps me tone my body. It makes my body feel better. I want to focus on all of those things as like a goal. And I think I said in a previous video that I'm not never, but right at this point is I don't want to make any goals regarding my weight. I want to make goals that maybe impact whether I lose weight or not, but I don't want to say I'm going to lose 50 pounds next year because I don't know what's going to happen. So, but I do know that I can control working out, and I like doing it. So that's one of my goals. Number 11. What would your saying for 2018 be? My saying, I don't know, enjoy life. I think a lot of us become really caught up in stress and wanting things to be perfect all the time, and being tired, and a lot of people focus on the negative, and life is short, and I'm like about to cry because I do that now all the time. But life is really short, and now I'm crying. And you don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you don't know when life could totally change or whatever. So it's important to enjoy what you have. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so emotional. And actually, I'm going to blame this on pregnancy, but it's not, because I'm always like this. But anyway, so awful. Such a dork. Okay. Sorry. Get myself together. Everything's fine. Last question is favorite book. I read quite a few books that I liked this year, but the one that stands out the most is called The Power, and it is an awesome book. I encourage anyone to read it because it's so good. Especially if you're a woman, it just is very it's really crazy and empowering in some ways, but then it's actually for anyone, it's good for anyone to read it, but it's it's this weird mix of empowering, and then makes you think. It makes you think about social stuff. It makes you think. It's a little bit disturbing. It's a page turner. It's very interesting. So I encourage everyone to go read that. I also read a really good book called An American Marriage, which was sad, but it really made you think about, or made me think about a lot of stuff with that. And that one's a good one because it's kind of short, so it's easy to read. I'm reading a book right now called Aristotle and Dante something, Save the World, or Think About the World's Problems. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's a very sweet book, and it's just very genuine. It's a very genuine book. So I like that one as well. But yeah, that's all of the questions. I hope you guys all had an amazing Christmas. Have some fun plans for the new year. Think about your goals coming up. And I will talk to you all later.